YTPC, how are you? Bagpiper coming at you from the mod shop, aka Fatty's Garage. Got some luxury Navy flake in the OMS Ants, for it is a mighty fine Virginia Chouchin weapon. If you got tobacco problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but tobacco ain't one. If y'all are following Florida Piper, then you know that he's doing his 99 subscriber giveaway, which he's really over 100, but he was fitting it with the 99 problem song. He said subscribers wasn't one, but whatevs. So this is a VR to Florida Piper. He has a couple questions. First one, is there a problem that we've ever had that we were able to solve while smoking a pipe? And I got to thinking about it. There's been a few small things that I've thought about while smoking a pipe. I have been in here recently. I was in a pretty tight situation, and pipe smoking actually helped me out in the fact that I was able to sell some tobaccos that I really wasn't wanting to sell. But if you've watched my previous video about to save or smoke, I went over that. You know, it came down to helping the family, and I didn't question that at all. But another problem that I have, very recent, as in yesterday, you might remember the choker. If I made a video while I was in the shop making this, and then posted some pictures on my Instagram. I've only smoked this pipe once. Smoked great. I smoked luxury twist flake in it. It was a really good Virginia pipe. Had it up sitting on top of the cabinet that my daily rotation selection sits on, and all my pipes sit on. And the dogs came through and knocked the cabinet and knocked the pipe off, and you can see from the inside, and then even better on the outside. They knocked it off and cracked it. And that sucks, because I only got to smoke out of this once, and it was a beautiful, beautiful pipe. Beautiful smoker. So, the problem that I am faced with is, do I fix it? There's a couple ways I could fix it. First one being, I could cut it off right here where the crack stops, and it would still be, at that point, it would be a regular size, like a Legend size bowl. It wouldn't be, I mean, I would still call it the choker, but it wouldn't be a choker anymore. It would be a standard size. It'd actually be a little bit smaller than the Dagner poker. Right now, it's about a ½ an inch taller than the Dagner poker. I could use some wood filler. which is what I use around all my seams anyways on the outside to fill it in. Or, and I was thinking about this when I was smoking it the one time I smoked it. It smoked great, and I have a chunk of briar left that I've been debating what I wanted to do out of it. And it is about that short of being tall enough that I could make that pipe again, but out of briar this time instead of cob, and just use that stem on the briar. And I could still make it be a reverse calabash. The chamber would only be as wide as the stem on the OD of the tenon on the stem would be, which is still pretty thick. It's a wider stem than most, especially. I would say that the tenon on it is as wide around as the OD on the shank on the stem of this OMS is. So I could just straight hog it through with my 1/8 hole going into the bowl and still have it be reverse calabash. Still debating. That chunk of briar has a real nice plateau on the top of it, so I could leave that plateau. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Then he wanted to know why I started smoking a pipe. And I really don't have... It's not like, oh, I had, family members or my grandfather or my dad or somebody smoked a pipe and I thought it looked cool, so I wanted to do it too. Nothing that fancy. I went out after work on a Friday with a guy from work. We were sitting at the bar having a couple of drinks. Some Jack and Cokes with lime. And talking about how it'd been about 4 years since I'd quit smoking and how I didn't miss smoking cigarettes at all. They were disgusting. I don't know why I ever started in the first place. But I'd always been interested in pipes and loved the way that they smelled. And I was like, you know what? I'm a dignified mother trucker. I could smoke a pipe. And my buddy David was like, yeah, you are. You should totally do that. And I was like, yeah, I should totally do that. And he's like, you should. And I just started watching some videos on the YTPC about pipe smoking. So I went out the next day and bought a cheap Chinese metal lined bowl that's more suited for weed than tobacco. And bought a really crappy bag that was super dry and probably mostly burley, which is why I hated it. Because the burleys just remind me too much of cigarettes, and I really don't like burley. But anyways, it was a cherry blend, and smoked that for a couple of weeks until my order from Pipes and Cigars came in. And ironically, it came in the same day that I went to the Gatlin Burlier and got some Chimney Smoke, which is a Black Cavendish blend. And once I got hooked on the good stuff, I threw that bag in the trash because that's where it belonged, and I haven't looked back. And within a month, I was off of aromatics and into Englishes, and now I'm really enjoying Virginias, and that's why I smoke a pipe. Just because it was something that I thought was cool and wanted to try, and I did it, and I enjoyed it, and I still enjoy it, to the point that now I make pipes and my own tobacco blends. And and he wants to know what our 3 favorite channels are in the YTPC, including Florida Pipers, which I really do. I really do enjoy your channel. I like to hear you playing the guitar, and I like to see you out on the lake and stuff with your family. And I'm originally from Florida, so you got great content. Watching you discover stuff. You got a bitchin' beard, so can't hate on you for that. But that's hard to pick. Because there's a lot of channels that I enjoy. You got Ghost Cobb's channel. I talk to him, Sean, you know, regularly. He does his Fine Five on Fridays, just really helping the community, push the community forward and find channels that we don't know about yet. He was doing 5 newbies. Now he's doing like 4 newbies and a veteran. So for all the new people, to find channels that they might not know of for the people who've been around for a while. And of course, with Ghost Cobb comes Uncle Butter. Uncle Butter is a really great stand-up guy. When I first joined the YTPC, I talked to him every single day on Voxer. He's a really cool guy. Really genuine, nice guy. And those two are a great combo to watch together. You got Oldberg. Oldberg is he's a great guy. He's got a lot of good videos, reviews, and just really gets out there and helps the YTPC out, helps a lot of newbies out. Him and old Jimmy, Smokey Mo, those two really helped me out a lot. Love Smokey Mo's channel. Actually met him before I got into the YTPC on Facebook. Of course, you've got Dreadlock Piper, who puts out some good videos, and Unicorn Piper, our 2 Canadian brothers, but we still love them. Putting out really good content, both of them. And then you got some people that don't post as often anymore, like Mod Piper and Scotty Piper and Standard Texan, but they still have really good channels with some interesting stuff. Mod Piper does some shows some of his mods in the Cobb and the Briar, bourbon reviews, and just shooting the shit. Scotty Piper does some snuff reviews and cigar reviews, shoots the shit. Standard Texan's a stand-up guy. I'm really proud of the fact that I can say that Corey's my friend. He's a really good guy. I can't narrow that down to 3. There's just too many good channels, and I'm already leaving people out. The Peachy 13, great channel. Love those. Love that couple. They're awesome. The Piping Couples, another good channel of couples. I don't know. That's a hard one to narrow it down. You got a lot of newer guys. If they've been around for a little while now, like Diz Pipes, he's got a good channel, and Star Wars nerd like me. Pipe Tobacco and Guns. Southside Piper. I mean, that's a hard one. Babyface Huey's a really good channel if you want to find out reviews on shops all around the great United States and tobacco reviews, and you just want to watch someone who's real genuine and helpful and just a real stand-up guy. Babyface Huey's a good channel to watch. Old Mike, he's a great guy. I don't know that you can possibly say there's only 3 good channels in the YTPC. There's so many, and there's so many more than what I've named off, and they all deserve a shout out. Which brings me to shouting out someone who's under, I think you said under 100 or under 150. Here lately in my VRs, if someone has asked for a shout out, Florida Piper has been in my list of shout outs, but he's over 100 now. Southside Piper is another one that I've been shouting out. Bojo is another one that I've been shouting out. Pipe Tobacco and Guns. He's already done 2 giveaways. He's not even at 100 subs yet, but just to show you the character of the guy, he did a giveaway at 25, did another one at 50. I'm trying to think of anybody else that I just started following that's under 100 or 150, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. So, Florida Piper, that's my VR to you. Hope you enjoy it. You have a great channel. I love watching your channel. You should break out the guitar and play a little bit more for us. That was enjoyable. I hope you're having a good weekend with the family. Hope everybody is having a great Memorial weekend. Let's not forget the reason for Memorial Day to begin with. I know I'm not. Yeah, let's just have a good one. Till next time, y'all keep them full lit and rolling. Bagpiper out.